Okay, let's go ahead and get this weekend lift started. Now, we have a chest, a tricep, and a hamstring workout today. As you guys can see, it's a little bit later than usual. It's not as bright, it's not as sunny. And that's because it's already 6:30. So, we're going to the gym pretty late. You guys already know I like to go to the gym as early as I can just to kind of knock it out. But just recently, man, it's becoming a pattern where we started coming to the gym a lot later during the weekends. It's kind of just been working out that way. We've kind of just been shifting our schedule just a little bit. And on the weekends, it's kind of been working out that way. It gives me a little bit more time to rest. So, what I end up doing sometimes is I go on my morning walk, I come back and eat, and then I take a bit of a nap, and then I hit the gym. And so that's why I've been kind of hitting the gym a little bit later on the weekends, or at least on Saturday, because on Sunday, that's when we have a rest day. But I think it's fine. Although I feel like here and there, when I have my really early morning lifts, I feel like I have hella energy. And we don't really have those that often. So maybe the early lifts are for us, but we don't really have a choice because we work. So we got to go to the gym whenever we can, whenever the time permits. But that doesn't mean that if even if we're super packed, super busy, that we're gonna be skipping out on the gym now. You guys already know to be consistent. So that way you can see those gains over time. And you're gonna thank yourself maybe 3 months from now. And you're like, damn, my traps look bigger, my legs look bigger. And that's just because you stay consistent throughout the whole thing. You stuck to your program. And that's just kind of how this whole bodybuilding thing goes, man. Every day you do similar things and you just try to progress with them as much as you can. And then see what you can tweak along the way. See what you kind of learn, see how your body kind of adjusts, see what feels good. And that's how you end up kind of getting that mind muscle connection over time, man. You start to realize what actually helps you at the gym, where you feel the most tension, and what specific lifts and whatnot. And that's just kind of the beauty of bodybuilding, man. You can grab so many different informations and then kind of tailor it to yourself. And that's why you have to be patient. When it comes to bodybuilding as well, patience is one of the biggest things because sometimes you might try out some things and it can fail, man. You might not see so much progress as you thought. And you kind of have to look back and see, okay, how can I adjust it or what can I do? And that's just kind of how the game works, man. You have to have patience and just modify things as you go and based on results. So, whatever we're tweaking, we usually try to stick to it as much as we can so then we can see what changes happen from those small changes we made from either, let's say, our foot placement to maybe volume to rep range or whatever. So just kind of adjust as you go. And that's gonna take some time. For sure the first year to maybe even 2 years, it was a little bit harder. For sure the first year was the hardest because you really have to kind of test everything out. And there's so much information out there. There's so much information, it can get really overwhelming. So I want to say the first year, once you break out of that and you become a little bit more proficient, it starts to kind of click in a little bit better. The puzzle pieces start to come in together. That's if you're doing things right from the start and if you're taking good advice, because there's a bunch of BS out there. I'm gonna be honest. I always get a bunch of different things on my cursed algorithm. I like to say that my algorithm's cursed because I be getting the craziest things recommended to me. Sometimes I'd be seeing either like gym fails or I see like the most absurd like ways of hitting like lats or whatever. So just like some crazy setups. That's also where I think I also saw people biting into their dirty straps. So as I was telling you guys to clean your straps, man, if you're gonna be putting them in your mouth at least regularly. So that way you can reduce some of that bacteria. That way you can reduce some of it. Maybe add a little bit of bleach. Because we are talking about the gym here. And you don't know how many people kind of go in throughout the day. And that dirt builds up. Last thing we need is to get sick and then not be able to come into the gym. That's the last thing we need. Anyways, we're catching a bunch of traffic now. Everything was looking kind of like the coast was looking clear. Next thing you know, everything slowed down and now we're stuck in traffic. But I kind of forgot the main point, to be completely honest, honestly. Now that I kind of started talking about traffic. But let's talk a little bit about yesterday in the San Francisco concert that Jasmine and I went to also celebrate our 8-year anniversary. Man, it was so fun. So besides the ticket in the morning, I wasn't gonna let that ruin the day. Even though the city be playing with me, even though the city be playing, we've been getting hella tickets for like living in this apartment. It's insane. It's insane. But whatever. Whatever. We had really good time, man. We're just kind of like walking around a little bit. The Lyft drive was a little long. I think it was around 35 minutes. At least the Uber driver or the Lyft driver was super chatty, which was nice because sometimes you can be kind of sitting there hella awkward, and those aren't the most fun rides sometimes. But when you have a nice conversation with someone kind of back and forth throughout the ride, it becomes easier. It's fun. The ride becomes actually more fun, and you actually get to know other people, which is pretty cool. So the Lyft driver was super nice. She was telling us a little bit about the different area that we're going to because she's kind of familiar with San Francisco. She was telling us about the Korean spot that we're originally going to go to. Actually, funny story. So Jasmine looked up the Korean spot we're originally going to go to, and turns out instead of opening up at 5, they opened up at 5:30. And so we got there, I think, at like 5:10. We got there around 5:10. And so we're like, damn, okay, we either wait here. It's already kind of getting cold. We wait here for maybe 20 minutes for this spot to open up. But then Jasmine started kind of looking around a little bit, and there was another Korean spot. And that's the spot that I put on yesterday's video. But it was good. It was good. It was really nice and actually turned out to look even better than the original spot we're gonna go to. So we ended up getting some fried chicken wings, and they had this honey lemon sauce that was hella good that you can kind of dip your wings in. Oh my god, those things were hella good. And then I also had some rice. Can't forget the white rice. And I got an order of bulgogi for myself, and then I got myself 2 skewers. And so I kind of let Jasmine, try some of the bulgogi a little bit, and then she also got dokboki, I think, as well, kind of like a soup. And those were pretty good. I was also kind of like trying them out. We're kind of just doing it family style. We're kind of just trying out different things that we had on the table because the plates were hella big. The plates were hella big, but the place was hella good. The vibes were awesome. They were playing a bunch of K-pop on a screen or whatever projector, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So for sure, going back again if we're ever in that area to get some more food if we ever go back to that hall. I think that hall was called August Hall. It's our first time there. It was pretty cool. It was on the smaller side, but we got to see Bourne's up close, which was super nice. And it was even like it kind of felt like when we first saw him a few years ago, or a good amount of years ago. And it was just really nostalgic. It was nice. It was really nice to see. And it was also a 10-year anniversary for dopamine. So it was dope. It was a nice experience. We kind of got home a little bit late, like around 11:45, if I remember correctly. And then we had to get home. I had to, brush my teeth and everything. So it was for sure a night out. It was for sure a night out. But it was fun. We don't usually have some of those. I also kind of played around with my calories to make sure, those meals weren't too crazy for me now. Got to make sure that we're also sticking to the diet plan as well. And if we are going to eat out, we still got to do our cardio and everything and, be good and be good. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today for chest. Now, I'm expecting some incline press to start things off. I don't expect really anyone at the gym. Some incline press. Then we're going to be moving over to, I'm thinking some cable pressing would be pretty nice. And those bad boys off with maybe either some cable flies or maybe we'll do some dips because the dips last time felt hella good. So we might just do that. We might just do that too. We'll have to see, but expect at least a solid 6 to 7 sets for chest. I'm thinking more like 6. That's usually the sweet spot for us. Now for triceps, man, I don't know. We might not even do triceps today because this whole day today, while I was on my morning walk, I was like, damn, my triceps feels kind of like, kind of sore still. So we might just skip out triceps today. And that kind of happens sometimes. I remember we had a week where our biceps weren't recovering enough or on time. And so we had to kind of give it a little bit of time to adjust. But now it seemed like that happened for triceps, which happens every once in a while. Not all the time. But I'm thinking today's just going to be a chest and hamstrings day. Just kind of based on how the tricep feels. We're not going to be able to go as hard. And the last thing I need is to kind of get injured there. So I think it might just be a chest and tricep type of day. I think that's what it's looking like. Now, I got to take the pre-workout. We're getting pretty close to the gym. I'm thinking we're going to be doing some laying curls. And then hopefully we get to use that new RDL machine that they have, or that new machine that they have at the gym. It's kind of like an RDL type of thing. You can also do rows with those. So we'll probably get to use that one today if the gym's not too busy, which I'm not expecting it to be. Cross your fingers that it's not. Anyways, I'll see you guys over there. I'm going to take the pre real quick. Hopefully it's not too packed. Okay. Let's warm up. I think we're going to start with the 50s, then 65s, and then I think our tops are still going to be 80s. Try to get as many as we can. Let's grab the 50s real quick. Ten-second break in between the warm-up, just to catch my breath a little bit. Now that 55 didn't feel too bad, but I feel a little bit rusty. I think I need to warm up a little bit more. Let's take out the straps. Okay, let's wrap up. All right, thankfully, it feels like the pre-workout's kicking in. I'll play the beta alanine already. I'm already feeling the tingles. Thankfully, it's hitting me once we start up right now, which is good. All right, let's see how this 80 feels. I'm gonna try to get anywhere from 6 to 8. We'll have to see.
I'm thinking. I think I was going to be working out for a while.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. We're for sure dropping down though. I'm thinking 75 for the next one. Now after this, I'm thinking I'm gonna grab one of those cages on the other side of the gym. For maybe, I'm thinking 2 sets. I think I'll be pretty good. That wasn't too bad. Now, I think we're gonna do a little bit of a pause. Maybe hit it for 2 more. I think I'll be good.
I feel something.
All right, 2 more. That was good. Let's go do some cable pressing now. Let's go ahead and do some pressing now. Thankfully, it's not as packed at the gym, which is nice. Now I'm thinking we're gonna do 50 kg. We've been kind of sticking around the 47.5 kg kind of range, or actually 40. What does it go up to actually? 45 kg plus a 2.5 pounds, whatever that adds up to. Now, we just made the automatic jump up to 50 kg. We're gonna be using the belt, which is gonna stabilize us a little bit more and should give us a little bit of an extra rep or two, or at least help me stabilize enough where I can push out a few more. So let's set up for that. Let's fucking hope for the best here. I think I'm gonna go drink some water real quick and then we'll start this up. Probably not the smartest thing to do by myself, but whatever. Okay, that was good. That was good. We can do one more just like that. But fuck, I think we're gonna do 45 kg for the second one and last one. I'm thinking after this one, we'll do the fly. That pec dip variation that they have here. I think that'll be a good finisher. All right, I need at least a 2-3 minute breather. And then we'll start this up again. Let's go ahead and do our last set. I'm getting my ass kicked, but we're almost halfway there. We're not gonna be doing triceps because they're still kind of cooked. Specifically, my right one. I feel like that one feels the most sore, or it feels at least a little bit more sore than this one, my left side. So, gotta give it a bit of a break. Okay, let's take 45 kg for a ride. Let's hope for the best here. Let's go hard. Let's at least get a minimum, and whatever we get extra, just bonus points. Oh my god. Okay, you know, almost getting to that last one, ripping that shit out. I almost did not feel like I had to kind of get my shit together almost right here and just fucking try to push as much as I can. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This thing's like broken. Man, all right. I say, let's say 115 for a ride for this one. I think that'll be good. Try to get maybe anywhere from 10 to 12. Man, that one felt more like a straight just pumping them out type of set. But that felt good. Let's do one more. Okay, let's set up for our next one. I think, man, my chest already fucking feeling cooked as hell. I'm kind of thinking we're gonna do maybe 100. I think that'll be good. Let's do let's do 105 instead of 100. I think that'll be fine. I need at least another minute or two though. I'm gassed. but at least it's gonna be a bit of a shorter day today, which is nice. So we're gonna do just chest, move on to hamstrings. Hopefully that new machine isn't taken, and we'll get to do some RDLs there. Because I've been talking to a few homies from the gym that have already tried that machine. They told me that it was really good. So we're gonna be testing it out today, and I'll be the judge of that. Thankfully, we're at 9K steps, so we don't really have to do any cardio after the gym today. It's looking up. It's looking up. It could have been worse. We could have had to done. We could have had. We would have had to done at least another hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes, like 2 days ago, because we can really do our morning walk in the morning. Okay, enough talking. Let's do our last one of these. Let's hope this 105 treats me right. Oh man. That's it. We're done with chest. I'm gonna take, you know, I'm kind of debating whether I should do the pump check right now, since I have the pump now, but I think we'll just wait. Let's go do some hamstrings. Let's do our hamstring curls now. What I'm thinking is I'll just record the first one of these. It's just a little bit repetitive. And then maybe I'll just show you guys the actual RDLs once we do those now. Before I forget, I'm gonna go grab that pad. I'll be right back. We found it. Okay. Let's do 127. Try to get at least 8 or 9. Let's put this on actually before I forget. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna do 2 more just like that. I'll see you guys for some RDLs up next. Let's go ahead and do some RDLs now. I told you guys, this fucking machine here feels hella nice. Now, what I am gonna do though, is I'm gonna take off my shoes just because these shoes aren't the best when it comes to RDLs. And I'd rather have a flat foot when I'm doing it now. What I like about this machine You can either do both weights by this lever here, if I connect both of these, or I could do one weight at a time if I wanted to do it that way, which is pretty nice. What I also like about this machine that I was also noticing was the fucking handles, man. I can technically I can do some shrugs here if I wanted to. Maybe if I wanted to bring it in a little bit closer. But we're going to do RDO, so we're going to bring them all the way in. Okay. So, the way we're going to do it, this way, a little bit closer. Oh, the stretch is fucking nice on this thing. I don't even have to even add an extra platform to give me an extra stretch because it already kind of gives it to me. All right, let's add a plate. Now, I haven't really used this machine, so we're gonna take it easy. Last thing I need is to fucking bust the hamstring. Let's try one plate, see how that feels, and then based on that, we'll either go up or we go down. We'll have to see. Let's hope we have to go up though. All right, let's see how the 45 feels. Hope for the best here. I think we can add another plate. And I think we might have to do a plate at the bottom because it kind of desktops me a little bit. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'll just stand on this. I think I'm gonna just leave my shoes on. Next time I'll bring some flatter shoes for this. Yeah. I'll just do it this way. That way it doesn't desktop me when I'm doing it. Because I feel like it does. It stops a little bit too early for my liking. That's nice. Let's try another plate. I've been kind of procrastinating on getting the Versa grips. I kind of tell myself, next paycheck, next paycheck, next paycheck. And I think it's been a good 4 months of paychecks, and my ass has not gotten those Versa grips, so I need to get it together. And the only thing is that they don't make it fucking easy when these things are costing like $90, maybe 100 almost. It's insane. I don't think it'll be too bad. Okay. You know, that wasn't too bad, but I kind of want to get a bit of an idea on what the weight's going to be like. So I think for sure next time we can try maybe 2 plates at 25 plus. I think that'll be good. Now, for this next one, I think it's smart of me to stick to this weight and not go up. Just because it's the end. And I feel like if I try to go up too fast, might hurt myself. So I think we're gonna stick to the 245s. I think that'll be good. Now, that's it. We're done. I'm gonna clean up. I'll see you guys for the post down. Okay, let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we did. Today was a bit of a shorter one, which was okay. Our triceps felt a little bit more extra sore than usual, so I want to make sure I'm giving them enough rest time so that way they can recover. Last thing I need is to be pounding the triceps when they're hella sore and I end up getting hurt. So I think it was best that we skipped it today. Gave it those extra days. Now, we ended up doing chest and hamstrings, which is nice. It ended up being faster than we thought. Honestly, that fucking first set of 80s, that shit felt nice. Those 7 felt good. We really fucking went all out for those, honestly. Even for the cable presses. When I ended up failing that last one, and I was just like, nah, fuck that, just get it through. Try to get that last one because I was at 7 and I failed at 8. And then I kind of went here and I was like, fuck that, and I just pressed it. But there was a 50-50 chance I was going to get that, to be honest, because I felt good like giving up. I won't even lie. But sometimes you kind of have to just push it and just fucking try it. That's what we did. We got through it. Some might even call it luck. Okay, let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we did. It's already pretty late. It's 7:56. We got a head on out of here. Today was a good day. It wasn't that packed. We really got to move around pretty freely, which is nice. I wish every single session was like that, to be honest. Okay, enough talking. Let's see how things are looking. But it's a tiny bit closer, actually. All right, there. Oh my God. Let's do one more push for the front and then take a look at the back one more. Not one more time, but 10 things off. Let's get a close up here. Oh man. Man, posing down is fucking tough. Has me tired as shit. Okay, let's get a few more looks and see how things are looking. Nice. Okay, let's see how the back is looking. I'm gonna do this. Or, no. Let's try it this way. That's usually how I can hit it way better. Let me show you guys. That's perfect. There we go. Now we can take a look at this a little bit more. There it goes. One more time, and then we'll head on out of here. Okay. That's it. That is all we have. Today was a short one, but at the same time, it felt fucking long. Thankfully, we already did cardio, so I don't really have to worry about that. I'm gonna head on out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video for some legs, for some biceps, and some forearms. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Remember, stay consistent and stop skipping your cardio.